Hello and welcome to Scholar Fedu. This is our UTME prep series where we provide relatively detailed explanations and solutions to the UTME questions. And in this recording, we are looking at the UTME questions for biology for the year 2016. This is the first part of the recording. We are going to look at the first 25 questions out of the 50 questions for this year. Okay. Before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you've not done that already. Like and share our content, and visit our website at scholar.com for free UTME practices and to practice modular quizzes as well. First question on adaptation. Which of the following structures is a protective adaptive feature of the gamma lizard to the environment? It's scaly skin. So the scaly skin, that is the skin of the lizard, is covered by scales. Okay, and what the scales does is it helps to protect the lizard from the excess heat, okay, in its environment. So it's a protective adaptive feature. Next question, also on adaptation. Which of the following adapts an insect for feeding? Suitable mouth parts. Okay, the mouth parts and the structure of the mouth part of the insect would depend on the food of choice of the insect. That is the type of food that it feeds on. So you can have insects, for example, that feed on nectars of flower. You have those that feed on small crumbs and all of that. So the type of mouth part that they have, for example, mosquitoes, they have piercing and sucking mouth part, because what they do is basically they bite. Okay, they bite on animals and all of that. So the type of mouth part that the insect would have would be dependent on the nature of its food or how it gets its food. Next question on genetics and variation. Which of the following results from the cross between, you have two homozygous pair of gene there, two heterozygous rather pair of gene. So when we cross this two pair of gene, okay, we can have this dominant gene here crossing with this, okay, together with this, or this recessive here crossing with this. So we are going to have one homozygous, okay, pair of dominant gene and one homozygous pair of recessive gene. But then you can also have this here, the dominant gene here crossing with this recessive gene here, okay, and this also crossing with this. So you're going to have two of that, two of YY, okay, two heterozygous dominant. So you have one homozygous, okay, dominant pair of gene. We have two heterozygous dominant pair of gene and two heterozygous pair of gene, okay, one dominant, the other recessive, and one homozygous pair of recessive gene. Okay, so what we have is YY, capital YY, two capital Y, small y, and two small y. Next question in ecology. Which of the following is not part of the carbon cycle? Nitrate formation is a part of the nitrogen cycle and not a part of the carbon cycle. So the major processes that are involved in carbon cycles are photosynthesis, decomposition, and respiration. We also have deposition as well, which results from decomposition usually. Next on living organism. Which of the above is the level of organization of a leaf? The leaf is at the organ level. The leaf is an organ, okay, in plants that is used for photosynthesis, for respiration, and for transpiration. It consists of tissues, different tissues. So basically, in the level of organization, the simplest level is the cell. Okay, when you have similar cells, similarly functioning cells combined together, then they form what we call a tissue. When you have similarly functioning tissues combined together, then they will form an organ. So just as you have it in a leaf, okay, you have tissues, different tissues, okay, that have related features or functioning connected. Okay, so the leaf is an organ. Then we have similarly functioning organs, okay, organs that are connected in terms of their function. You have a system. Next on respiration. In cellular respiration, energy is stored in form of cellular energy is stored in form of ATP, that's adenosine triphosphate. The next question on nutrition and the digestive system. The principal organ for the manufacture of food in autotrophy is that's the green leaf. Remember in the previous question we said the leaf is an organ. As you can see here, it says the principal organ. Okay, the principal organ, the leaf is an organ. So, and the leaf, it contains a photosynthetic pigment, which is the chlorophyll. Okay, it contains the photosynthetic pigment, which is the chlorophyll, that helps to trap sunlight from the sun. Okay, and it is the energy from the sun, okay, trapped by the chlorophyll, that is used for the process of photosynthesis. Next question on nutrition and digestive system. A disease that results from lack of iodine in the diet of humans, okay, is goiter. Okay, goiter, which is the reason why iodine is usually added to water to prevent goiter. The goiter is it is a mass, okay, a mass or a protrusion that occurs, that is found around the neck. It occurs around the neck, and one of the reasons for that is the lack of iodine in diet. So when you have the iodine lacking in a diet, it can lead to, goiter. Next, on ecology, the process whereby some organism with certain favorable features get established in an area is, it is natural selection. Okay, so this is the process by which organisms that have, adaptive features that are suited for their environment, they become adapted to it by natural selection. We have a website at scholar.com where you could practice exams for free, the UTME exam and the post UTME exam. It also features modular quizzes in physics, chemistry, and biology. So if you've studied a topic in any of the subjects and you want to test your understanding of the topic, you can head on to our website at scholar.com and take modular quizzes for free. Also, if you sign up on the website, it has a personalized dashboard where you could use to check your progress in learning. We also have interactive sessions on the website and on our social media platform. Freebies are also available to top performance on the website. Next, on ecology, the rise and fall of ocean water during the day is referred to as, we call it tides or ocean tides. Also, in ecology, which of the following is a producer in an aquatic habitat? So generally, producers in a given habitat are autotrophs. That is, they are those organisms in that habitat that are able to manufacture their food, and these are usually plants. Okay, in the aquatic habitat, the nymph is an hydrophyte. Okay, what we call an aquatic plant. Okay, plants that go in aquatic medium. So the nymph is an example of an aquatic plant that is found in fresh water. So the nymph in an aquatic medium, okay, is a producer. Okay, but if you look at the other options like the planarian and the similium, they are animals, and animals are largely heterotrophic. Okay, they cannot manufacture their food. They have to depend on food, or they obtain food from ready-made. They obtain ready-made food. But the Diapteris is a plant. However, it is a terrestrial plant, meaning it lives or dwells on land. So the nymph is an hydrophyte, it's an aquatic plant. It's a producer in an aquatic. Next question on nutrition and digestive system. The relationship that exists between a shark and remora is, so we have different feeding relationship in organisms. So the feeding relationship, it could be parasitism, where one organism, the parasite, is going to be benefiting while the other organism called the host is harmed. Okay, so you have one benefits, the other is harmed. That's parasitism. Commensalism is where one organism, regarded as a commensal, benefits while the other organism, the host, is not affected. Okay, it is not affected, it does not get any benefit, or neither does it get any harm. Okay, it is not harmed, it is not benefited. So it is only the commensal that benefits from that relationship. Saprophytism is a feeding relationship in which an organism feeds on dead matter. Okay, it feeds on dead matter, like dead organism, dead animals or plants. While symbiosis is a feeding relationship between two organisms in which both organisms are benefiting from that feeding relationship. And if you look at the relation between the shark and the remora, it is a commensalism. It is commensalism in the sense that the remora fish feeds on the leftovers of the shark. Okay, it feeds on the leftover of the shark, and the shark in question is not harmed, neither does it get any benefit. Okay, so it is a remora that benefits from this. So that is next. The correct sequence of increasing level of complexity is, so all of what you have here are levels of organization, and we have to increase it, we have to list it or to sort it in increasing level of complexity. That is from the simplest to the highest. The simplest is the cell, that is I. It is the simplest level of organization. After the cell, you have the tissue, that is mass of cell or combination of cells that perform similar function will form a tissue. Then tissues that have related function will form an organ. They have organs that have related functions. They are connected to form a system. So you have cell to tissue to organ to system. So the most complex here is the system. The simplest here is the cell. Next question on genetics and variation. Which of the following is not an inheritable disease? So when we say inevitable diseases, it means diseases that can be passed from parents to offspring, and these diseases, they must have, like a genetic basis. Mental illness is not a hereditary an hereditary disease. That means that a mad parent, father or mother, can give birth to a offspring or a child that is sane. Okay, that is sane. Next, also on genetics, which of the fingerprint types occur most frequently in the population of human beings? That is the loop. The loop is the most common or the commonest type of fingerprint, while the most uncommon or the rarest fingerprint is the arc. Okay, before we continue, we'd like to mention that we have different playlists on our YouTube channel for solutions to UTME questions. We also have a playlist for solutions to modular quizzes where we take different topics in physics, chemistry, and biology and provide take questions on it, and then we provide solutions to those questions. You can practice those modular quizzes on our website at Scholarbook. Next question: beriberi results from a deficiency of. So results from a deficiency in thiamine, which is found in vitamin B. Next on ecology: bacteria which add atmospheric nitrogen to the soil they are regarded as nitrogen fixing bacteria. So nitrogen fixing bacteria to convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrites. Okay, these nitrites are then converted into nitrates by the nitrifying bacteria, but it is the nitrogen fixing bacteria that do the initial conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrites. Next, the spines of the air dog is an adaptive feature for. It is used for defense to protect it from predators. So the air dog is is a mammal that has spines or stiff hair. Okay, and what it does is when it senses that a predator is approaching, okay, it will wrap up into wrap up into kind of like a ball or a mass. Okay, with the spines. So the spines would they will stand projected or erect, and what that does is it basically dissuades the predator, okay, from approaching the next question on dental formula on nutrition. The dental formula of carnivores is represented by. So carnivores they are animals that feed on only flesh. Okay, animals like lions, like tiger, and leopard. Okay, they are carnivores. They feed on only flesh. So their dental formula is given as this. Okay, excellent. However, there are some variations. There could be some variation in some of these carnivores. You can also join our online tutorial classes for different classes. We have tutorials for students in SS1, 2, or 3. We also have for UTME candidates, for JAMB candidates, for students who want to write the JAMB or the UTME exam, and for those who want to have the post-UTME exam after the UTME exam, and also for candidates that are sitting for WAEC exam or GCE or NECO. And we offer this tutorial on various platforms, so you could join us on WhatsApp or on Telegram. You could be on Zoom or on Google Classroom. So we have various platforms where we take our tutorial. The links to join the platform are available on our website at scholar.com, or you could also check it out in the video description below. Next question on ecology: which of the following instruments is used to measure temperature? That is a thermometer. The thermometer is used to measure temperature. The hygrometer is used to measure relative humidity. Anemometer is used to measure wind speed. Hydrometer is used to measure relative density or density. Question 21 on hemostasis. In human, puffiness and water retention in the body is a possible symptom of. So the kidney helps to regulate the level of water in the body, Okay, it also functions in the production of urine. So a defect in its functioning, if the kidney has problem, it can lead to puffiness and retention of water in the. Next question in evolution. The theory of evolution, which postulates that all living organisms have a common ancestor, was proposed by Darwin. So in his book titled Origin of Species, he proposed that all that species of organisms that they evolved, but that they originally they are descent with modification, meaning that they all originally came from a common ancestor, but then they began to differ structurally. On nutrition, mammals requires roughage in their food to. So roughage helps to the addition of roughages to food or diet helps to ease digestion and bowel movement. Right, next question on genetics and variation. Variation can occur among offspring of living organisms because. So the differences that you have among organisms of living organism among offsprings of living organism is because of the cross fertilization that occurs. So during cross fertilization we have independent assortment or alignment of the genes, which leads to the development or the production of a unique trait in the offspring that contributes to their differences. Next question on ecology. The most important biotic factors which affect plants and animals in the habitat are temperature and rainfall. So temperature largely affects animals, while rainfall largely affects plants. Plants are also affected by temperature, but then it largely affects animal. So temperature and rainfall are the common biotic factors affecting both plants. Okay, don't forget to check out our playlist. We have different playlists. We have for full solutions to UTME or JAMB questions and in physics, chemistry, and biology. We also have for modular quizzes as well. Okay, we'll also have a playlist for post UTME or post JAMB exam, and also for crash courses in physics, chemistry, and biology. So don't forget to check out our playlist for the available videos. So that's it for this recording. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Scholar Fedu. Okay, like and share our content, and visit our website at scholar.com to practice UTM exam and modular quizzes for free. Thank you.